Hi, I'm making this video to tell you about my experience of crisis care. Care from my GP, which was my first port of call for the crisis care, wasn't brilliant. I've had GPs hang up on me, tell me they haven't got time to talk to me, tell me there's nothing more they can do for me when I'm telling them that I'm ready to kill myself. I had an experience this year where I couldn't get myself to take my medication because voices were telling me not to, and I told my GP that I couldn't take my meds. I went and saw my GP and he gave me some lorazepam, which of course I couldn't take because the voices wouldn't let me. And when I rang him later on to ask him to help me, he asked if I took the medication he gave me, and I said that I couldn't. To which he said, "There's nothing else I can do for you. Ring the out of hours GP later," and put the phone down. That was quite a disturbing experience. A GP shouldn't do that. I've gone through NHS Direct, who have been brilliant with me, always there talking to me, getting me the right support that I need. I've gone to crisis centres, urgent care centres. They've all been brilliant, although the waiting time is it'd be better if it was shorter, but I suppose that's the case for everything really. But when you're in a mental health crisis and you've got to wait for hours and hours, plus I was on my own as well, it can be quite difficult to cope. Originally, when I was at the urgent care centre, I was given a room to sit in on my own, and someone made sure I had a cup of water and things like that. But then when the crisis team originally came and they had to see other people first, I needed to sit out where everybody else was sitting, and that was quite hard because I was very anxious, very paranoid, so sitting where everybody else was sitting was really difficult. The crisis team have been brilliant with me. They've spoken to me and they've asked me what treatment I feel I need. They've been there for me, and it's usually, once I've got the crisis team, after a few days I usually find that I don't need them as much anymore, because just knowing that they're there if I need them and I can call them any time of day or night is enough to kind of help me. Other times the crisis team has had to admit me into inpatient units, where I find my care can be quite mixed. Overall it's very good, but some of the things there, it can be quite an upsetting experience sometimes, seeing other people very distressed and very ill, and I usually find that I get worse before I get better. But overall in hospital things have been okay. I've had a few nurses where I've not got on with them, and I've kind of been left to just deal with things myself. Any times where I've harmed myself while I've been on an inpatient ward, nurses have been pretty good and helped patch me up, help kind of talk to me. I found that since the hospital where I go to be admitted has since changed to a different location, the ward's been updated. It's all single rooms with their own showers and toilets, which is a lot better than just having 3 toilets on the ward to share between 30 people. It's males at one corridor, women at the other corridor. It's a lot better than the way the ward used to be structured when it was at a different hospital. So overall my care in hospital and with the crisis team has been quite good. I'd mainly say that the crisis care support from my GP has failed, and I no longer it's got to the stage where I've changed my GP because I no longer feel safe going to that particular GP when I'm in a crisis. I think things still need to change and still need to improve, but overall help from the crisis team and the inpatient unit has been pretty good. I hope other people sort of make videos and blog and tell us of their experiences so that we can get an overall picture of what it's like for everybody. Yeah, thank you. Bye.